Good morning. Andrea, how are you today?
Grumpy.
Grumpy?
Grumpy.
Why?
I don't know.
Well,
Probably
that's
because I didn't eat breakfast.
okay. Well, you know what? That's actually great that you mentioned that because we can talk about how normal that is, right?
I was waiting for you to figure that out.
Okay. Why don't you scoot a little bit closer so you
He doesn't
can.
have me in the frame, y'all. He wants to be the star of the Shanks show all the Shanks time.
Yeah, that's why you are in the middle right now, right? Okay. Well, let's see. We're using an exciting new streaming tool here. We are actually streaming this live to YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, our Telegram channel. If you want to be part of that, let me know.
What is Telegram?
Telegram is an awesome app that basically lets you post content more or less in a one-way street. So, but
What does that mean?
that means that anyone can download Telegram, and then when you want to broadcast a message, like a text message or an actual live stream, look, this is my Telegram right now, or recording voice notes, you can do that. It's unfortunately the war in Ukraine has made this app pretty popular because the underground movement, no, the what's it called, the resistance movement, there we go, has used it to coordinate their efforts.
Yeah, I do remember being introduced to Telegram some years back, and I think it was on par with another app just for like in terms of safety, maybe. And also, it's interesting because Telegram, it's very clear actually if you think about what a telegram is. So when you talk about a one-way street, you think about back in the day when people used to send messages to one another and they would use a telegram, but it only went one direction. So
Yep.
it's neat.
So today we're chatting a little bit about increasing your newsletter and blog views. Andrea, why is that important?
I was going to ask you why that's important. Well, first of all, no one wants to write or produce work, valuable work, creative work, or insightful work, and not have it be seen or read or heard of. So, and then obviously you have a goal when disseminating that information. Usually, if you're a business or you're selling a product or service, it's to sell it at the end. So the more you get the word out there, the more people have an opportunity to understand your brand, understand what you do, what you can do for them, or maybe it's a special or something like that. Or if it's a blog and you're just into thought leadership, then the goal would be to get more eyes on you. So when you send a newsletter, presumably you've been collecting a list of emails because it doesn't really make sense to have your blogs viewed with a newsletter, it's an audience that has been built up over time that you've been collecting email addresses and all of that from. And so you regularly, hopefully, will send emails. And then if you include your blog inside of that email, then the goal is to have them click and to read it.
Yeah, absolutely. That is right. So you have your blog published on your website and you have your emails that go to your newsletter list. But here's the challenge that I was myself facing. How can I find the time to write the blog and write the newsletter and distribute everything, put it into the mailing software? Well, you know that lately I focus a lot on automation. And there happens to be a nifty little integration in the back end
You love
that
integrations.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. So when you publish, what I did is I went ahead and on our website, which you can find under shanks.com, there is a section now called news. And in that section, I basically publish weekly reviews, and as soon as I hit publish, it will automatically send the information to MailChimp which is the mailing software we're using, and it creates a draft. And here is what's great. I set it up so that it only shows the short description of the blog post. So it's really just meant to be a teaser for what the actual blog post is about. And I stripped all of the nice designs, the pictures, the colors, the typical email marketing newsletter that you get. I stripped all of that away. And when you receive it, I just have to go in, and with the click of a button, when you receive it, it actually lands in your audience's mailbox. Why? Because think about this for a moment. When you send a normal newsletter, a normal email to someone, do you use these marketing templates where you have color and images and everything? No, right? You just use simple text. And the newsletter, the email software knows that. So it immediately gets suspicious when there's an email that arrives and it's all HTML-y and all pretty. It looks
20,000 photos.
Yeah, it looks like a website, basically a web page, right? However, when there's only plain text coming in with something that a human would naturally say, for example, hey, I just posted a new blog post, this is a short description, go check it out, then a lot of the spam filters are no longer in effect. Makes sense, right? So this is, of course, Andrea told me yesterday, this is a little technical as a topic, but I do want to show you how to set that up in the background. Can save you thousands of hours. Okay, hundreds of hours. Let's say hundreds of hours, a lot of money. And the way you can find that out is by becoming part of the Shanks.club membership. $7 a month, and I teach you on a weekly basis these little hacks that otherwise you would have to hire a marketing agency. Okay, Shanks.club, go check it out. Andrea, any final thoughts today?
I feel better after having my ginger shot.
The ginger shots are extremely healthy for
your gut.
Yeah, reducing inflammation also, right? Okay, well, I hope you all have a great start into your week. And we'll see you again for the Shanks Show tomorrow morning.
Bye-bye.